Record 1,100 dead dolphins wash up on French beaches since January, the mass deaths, widely blamed on industrial fishing.
Here's a summary of the article.
The mass deaths, widely blamed on industrial fishing, have alarmed animal welfare groups and prompted France's ecology minister to launch a national plan to protect them. Though Dauben said 90% of the fatalities resulted from the dolphins being accidentally captured in industrial fishing nets, the reason behind the spike this year is a mystery. Autopsies carried out on the dolphins this year at La Rochelle University show extreme levels of mutilation. Activists say it's common for fishermen to cut body parts off the suffocated dolphins after they are pulled up on the nets, to save the nets. French Ecology Minister François de Rugy rushed last week to La Rochelle in an attempt to lower the number of dolphins dying as a result of humans. Rugy has come up with some plans, including bolstering research into existing acoustic repellent devices in place in 26 two-vessel trawlers off the Bay of Biscay, an industrial fishing hub in the Atlantic Ocean. Right now, the sea bass that is being caught by the trawlers that kill dolphins you can find on the French market for €8 per kilogram, she said.
This post received a score of 30,418, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What's the difference between industrial fishing and commercial fishing?
Commercial fishing means fishing stuff to sell them. Industrial fishing means that it's not just a couple of people on a boat, then selling it themselves on the local market, but huge boats with plenty of people, then selling the fish directly to companies.
Please disregard my poor wording.
Yes, it obviously is. They aren't catching thousands of tons of fish just for fun. All industrial fishing is commercial fishing, not all commercial fishing is industrial fishing. Industrial fishing refers to the often environmentally irresponsible, damaging practices of mass harvesting of fish stocks.
Greater than industrial fishing refers to the often environmentally irresponsible, damaging practices of mass harvesting of fish stocks. Like China expanding their territorial waters claims because they've overfished the South China Sea, leading them making claims of fishing waters belonging to neighboring nations, in turn leading to China building artificial island military bases to protect those illegal claims.
I was in Vietnam a couple years ago and talked to a bunch of fishermen early morning. There were about 100 of them coming back in. They said that every single one of them has been to a Malaysian jail for fishing Malaysian waters. They said they have to go there because China has decimated the fish population around Vietnam and they have to go out farther. They all had to pay their way out of the prison system there and are in debt. But they keep going back because that's the only area they can fish.
I believe it. I mean, look at this map showing Chinese claims to the South China Sea. Opening square bracket. They're laying claim to fishing waters almost 2,000 miles from their own land borders. It's like an Atlantis version of Tibet all over again.
The fish don't stand a chance there.
George Carlin said it already. People are fucked and I'm part of the problem.
You could not eat fish?
Articles like this and just reading about overfishing is why I've stopped eating seafood entirely. I really miss tuna, but it makes me feel bad when I eat it because I know it's not sustainable. Fucking humans.
The EU has to do something about the lack of regulation in the fishing industry. In the last 35 years, Irish fish stocks have been decimated. Not surprisingly, this coincided with the arrival of foreign industrial trawlers. I'm pro-EU, but it's hard to swallow the destruction of our local ocean environment, i.e. overfishing, massive nets being cut loose, irreparable damage to cold water reefs etc.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.